Hey, I'm Ryan Reynolds. At Mint Mobile, we like to do the opposite of what Big Wireless does. They charge you a lot, we charge you a little. So naturally, when they announced they'd be raising their prices due to inflation, we decided to deflate our prices due to not hating you. That's right. We're cutting the price of Mint Unlimited from $30 a month to just $15 a month. Give it a try at mintmobile.com/switch.
$45 upfront payment equivalent to $15 per month. New customers on first 3-month plan only. Taxes and fees extra. Speed slower above 40 gigabytes. See details.
When you need mealtime inspiration, it's worth shopping Kroger for thousands of appetizing ingredients that inspire countless mouth-watering meals. And no matter what tasty choice you make, you'll enjoy our everyday low prices. Plus, extra ways to save, like digital coupons worth over $600 each week and up to $1 off per gallon at the pump with points. So you can get big flavors and big savings. Kroger, fresh for everyone. Fuel restrictions apply.
Here, keep this ad for next week, will you, buddy?
Yes, sir.
I asked Judley this today, and he was of no help.
Okay.
What is the end game for Putin and the boys to keep hockey players once you get them back in the home, not wanting them to leave?
Do we know that? Is he letting Kasparov back here?
Kaprizov?
Yeah, whatever his name is.
Well, he got to Dubai, and according to Mike Russo's report in The Athletic, he got to Dubai and got turned away by us because he didn't have the proper paperwork. And then he tried to go to some Caribbean consulate and get out, and he couldn't get out there either. Because apparently last year, all the paperwork because of COVID was we pretty much let him in because they didn't have the thing. But he doesn't have a work visa apparently, so we didn't. Somebody he can't be the brightest bulb. He should have gotten off the plane in Dubai and stayed there until somebody got him out of the country. But I suppose he's worried about mom and dad and the family, too. So.
Okay. Now, has Putin literally said, I'm not letting these guys back?
No, these are all reports that are, but there's, the NHL is being very secretive about what's going on, but there's quite a few Russians over there. The one kid that we found out about was the Flyers goalie prospect.
They put him in the Army.
They got him in the Army up there in some Arctic base, but then the Kaprizov thing came up. But I wonder what does he think he's going to get a ransom or what are they?
Does it have anything to do with all the sanctions placed from the United States? Is that part of it?
I'm sure it does. We're helping the other country with the war, but what do they gain by not having Kaprizov play for the Wild? I mean, that almost
agitation.
That almost humanizes Russia, right? When you have these guys over here. Yeah. But yeah, it's probably
Putin's a bad guy.
Yeah, well, he's Hitler and Stalin is who he is. But I just don't understand if they think they're going to get money out of it or something. I mean, there's no way the U.S. can say, "Oh, we'll exchange prisoners for you if you give us some of your hockey players." That's not going to happen. So they can't even get Brittany Griner out, much less, and she's a U.S. citizen. So
where is Kirill right now? Still in Dubai?
Back with the no, he came back.
He's in Russia.
He's back at home with mom and dad wherever they live and the family. He's back with the family.
Man, I wouldn't have even gone home.
People believe, but it's all like the Wild saying they think things will be okay, but somebody else is saying they're really puckered up because they don't know what's going on here and they don't know what they want. They don't know what the Russians want to give them their work visas. And they're afraid to, start. You can't be ripping Putin. You never see him again.
I think the NHL didn't allow the cup to go to Russia.
Yeah, they probably never would have gotten it back.
Right.
Yeah.
Putin would keep that.
Yeah. So what Ruskies had won the cup this year? Colorado.
A ton of them for all
Colorado.
teams have a ton of commies on them now.
Yeah, right. There's
Maybe
only-
we should stop drafting commies.
We drew our second first rounder was a fine
And
young forward.
Some
from,
had speculated that the reason he dropped that low was because he
yeah.
was from Russia.
They
Yeah,
did.
Yeah.
Well, the league was. You could tell that they were staying away from Russians. Yes, they were.
Gotcha.
So
Because we drafted a Swede and a Ruski.
that's right.
Who was the
we
coach?
don't like Minnesota guys get drafted left and right in the draft. We don't like them. We don't care about Minnesota guys.
Because the Gophers had, what, 5 first rounders?
Three first rounders.
3 first rounders.
3 first rounders and 2 second rounders, I believe. It's the pressure's on Coach Motzko, man. He got 3 first rounders, plus he's got the 2 of the best players in college hockey, Neese and Faber, coming back. They were really good this year. They're loaded to the gills, man. They got the 3rd overall pick, Joe Cooley.
Who's the title holder that beat your Mankato's?
Denver.
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 The
beat 'em.
Pioneers.
Yeah.
Yeah. You're a little echoey in here today. Do you know
You're
why?
the second person that has said that, and I
Don't
can't
you
say I
think
can't
so?
figure
It's
it
like
out.
you're away from the mic or some damn thing, So
Hey, Buxton and Arraez are going to the All-Star game.
yeah, Buxton, 23 home runs. He's not playing full time, but I guess that caught everybody's attention. But Arraez, obviously, leading the league in hitting by 20. Although he had an 0 for 4 yesterday, he gets 2 or 3 hits about 4 times a week.
Yeah.
He does. He piles them up. He's not afraid. He's like Rodney. A lot of guys, they go 2 for 2 and say, "Yeah, I had a good day."
Yeah.
He wants 4.
Right.
He keeps trying for 4, and Rodney used to. If they were there, he'd get 4. So.
I like that about him.
Yeah, I do too. He's a very competitive kid, and Buxton. I do get a little sick of the idea that he's the best player in baseball. He's hitting .215. Mm-hmm. His on base percentage is under 300. He hits some home runs, and he's very good in center field in the 40% of the games that he plays there, because he's now DHing as much as he's playing center field. So, good player. You're a lot better when he's on the field, but to suggest that he's the best player in baseball is ludicrous.
That catch he made the other night was pretty good.
The one we banged in
Where
the wall.
Gordon almost took his head off, and he still caught it against the wall. That was a pretty
Banged
damn
into
good
the wall
catch.
there, and you thought,
Yeah.
here
I
he
thought he
goes.
was out for 10 days.
Won't see him for a month, and then he came back.
Some
the
had
next
wondered,
day.
too, with this new plan, now the Twins' 100-game plan, does that include the All-Star
It looks
game?
like he's going to soar past the 100 games, though. I think last week he only missed 1 game,
Oh, okay.
but half of them were DH.
Yeah.
So, anyway.
Soar past the 100.
Yeah, yes, right. Soar past the 100 game. He's been playing a little more, but what an adventure that team is.
Yeah.
They get the leads.
Oh, they make you
they
work
got-
to watch them in the late innings,
It
man.
was nice to see one of their leads that last week get kicked away by the starter instead of,
Right.
we get a little balance here. The Smelts. Did you see the Smelts?
Oh, I sure did.
The Smelts is, you can't fool them forever with that slop. And, they got 10 pretty good starts out of him, and that's about all you can expect.
Would
So,
he be effective as a reliever? I was wondering
I
about
don't
this.
know. No.
Because I don't think he would be either.
No, he doesn't. He's a comfortable when he, as they used to say, he gives you a comfortable 0 for 3 when he's pitching good. You're saying, what the hell? How did he get me out? And the other day but he hangs that sloppy hook, and he's in big trouble. So, plus he only throws 89, 90. So
Speaking of sloppy left-handers, did I see our guy Touchdown Tommy is back in action?
who?
Tommy Malone.
Who's got him?
I thought it was the M's signed Tommy Malone.
Wow. He's Smeltzer. He's the same guy.
Oh, but he doesn't throw nearly as hard as.
Oh, he throws about
Okay.
88, but he goes to 3-2.
Yeah, here it is right here. Because I was out on the West Coast over the weekend, or over the last week. The Mariners will again make a minor reslot to their starting rotation on their upcoming 6-game road trip. Tommy Malone will likely start or follow an opener on Wednesday in Washington.
Okay. So they're going to start an opener, and then they're going to bring in
And then they'll
Tommy.
bring in touchdown Tommy.
That's
How can New York and Houston be that far ahead already? It's amazing.
Because they're both
They
that
never
much
lose.
better than the rest of the
They never
American League.
lose, and they're
Wow.
really good. I mean, Houston is great. Houston, I saw some stat that the last 30 home, they got the last several games, they've hit 28 home runs, and the opposition hit 6 over the last 10 games or something like that.
And Cleveland keeps doing the Twins a favor by losing.
Yeah, losing. The Twins were 2 ahead on Sunday morning. I think they went 3 and 4, and now they're 4.5 ahead because the other teams keep losing. Now the Mighty Whiteys are here Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, right before the All-Star game. Right, the All-Star game's next week, right?
Correct.
Yep.
And that will be, if you beat the Mighty Whiteys 3 out of 4, they're in trouble. But if they come in here and play good, and then they still have by far the best team in the division.
They're only 5 out.
Yeah, and without playing good all year, they've been playing terrible. So you enjoyed the Scottish Open, huh? Did you watch some of it?
Yeah, the Butts Muirfield, the Renaissance course of
Wow.
Butts Muirfield. So I
I'm trying
recognize a lot of the
I'm trying to
scenery.
figure out what hunk of land that would be. Had to be.
It's right on the ocean.
You can
Right
see
on the
you can
Firth.
see Bass Rock or
Yep,
whatever it is,
yep,
right out
yep.
there in the middle of Firth of Forth, man. You know why you like to go there? So you could say Firth of Forth.
Firth of Forth.
That was
And Andrews, St. Andrews, that's on the other side.
yeah, on the other side of the Firth, right?
Yep.
And,
On the east coast of Scotland.
yes,
And we're there this week.
and how about them telling Greg Norman don't show up?
Well, I did not know
Did you
that.
see that?
No.
Yes. They have all the former champions there. They're having this is their 150th.
Right?
British Open Championship,
Mm-hmm.
and they they're having a huge champions dinner, and they told Greg not to show up because they didn't want it to be a controversy.
Really?
Not they have live players there. They're allowing the livers to play. Dustin and the boys.
How come no live players played the Scottish Open?
Because it's now a co-sponsored event with the PGA. It's an official PGA Tour event along with the World Golf Tour, the PGA Tour. That's you got that pronounced right. Is the co-sponsor of that? So they upheld the PGA's ban of those guys. So very upsetting to some of the fellas that were not.
But the livers can play at St. Andrews.
Yes, they can if they're qualified. Certainly, yep, they can. How about Xander? Winning 2 in a row, that doesn't happen too often.
No.
And I didn't get to see much of it. I don't know. You go all over to Scotland and you play a course that was built in 2008. That don't do anything for me.
It's hard to build in that history.
I want one that somebody says, yeah, I was reading about old Tom Jr. Making that birdie on number 16 in 1856. That's good. That's my favorite thing about Tiger, Reavers.
What's that?
When he won at Pebble Beach by 15, it broke a record for the biggest margin in what's now a major event that was set by one of the Morris boys in the 1850s or whatever, 1860s or something. You're breaking records set in the 1870s when there were 12 golfers there, and you won by, nobody even played the game, and you're breaking a record that was set then. That's pretty damn good.
I wonder if he'll make the cut.
No, yeah,
don't
maybe
think
he loves St. Andrews.
Not a lot of
Maybe.
hills.
Yep, that's good. That's why he's going.
Yep.
And but I don't know. They make it sound like he's limping around and.
Will this be his last major this year?
See, it is the last
It's
major.
the last
of the
major
year.
Oh, that's
of the
right,
year.
'cause they moved the
PGA
PGA.
to,
That's right.
May. So
Okay.
they wanted to have one because they're playing the FedEx Cup or first week of September. They want the FedEx Cup to end before the NFL season starts.
So this might be his last tournament of the year.
Oh, yeah, he won't play again. We're never going to see him in anything.
He ain't going to
but a
show up
May.
at the John Deere.
No, he won't be at the 3M Open.
Right.
Yeah, be interested to see if the public rallies around Hollis's tournament next week. That considering
Now, it's his
field.
weekend. His weekend is not the Open weekend.
No, it's the next weekend.
Right.
He's sent the plane again this year. He's got the charter plane coming in here on Sunday night afterwards. But I don't think he's got as many. The live guys. That's about half his. That's about. There's about.
Well,
20,
Matthew
there's
Wolf.
There's about 20 guys in that tournament that would have been his guys.
Well, Dustin
playing.
played in it last year, didn't he?
Yeah,
Until the weekend.
Yeah.
Then he went home.
2 years in a row he played it till the weekend. I told you, he hit it in the water on purpose so he could go home. He had a jet. They were running the engine over there while he was on the 18th tee. Somebody.
Hold on, I just got to hit this in the
Let
water
me hit
real
this
quick.
in the water. I'll be right there.
Dustin shows up here if he's got a chance to win, fine, right?
Yeah.
But he doesn't come to Blaine to finish 28th. He comes here to win or hit it in the water and go home after 36 holes, and that's what he did. I've never seen him as I always liked him. I thought he was a great player, and he's kind of had that empty mind. But I'm really disappointed that he took.
Me
He
too.
didn't need the money. What's
No.
he taking the money?
No.
He might have had a cocaine problem 15 years ago, but you can't snort.
Maybe
that
he
much
was
cocaine.
convinced to take some extra money at home.
Yeah, maybe Paulina wanted to.
DeChambeau took it. Kepka took it.
I
Reed
think
took
they
it.
got one. Did I hear C-150? Most of them up
I
front.
don't know.
150 up front.
That's tough to say no to, regardless
You
of how
know
much
who's-
money you got.
I don't have anything against Koepka. He's I don't think he likes golf.
No, I don't
I
either.
think he just likes to win majors. I don't think but Bryson just annoys me.
Oh,
God. Because all that babble that he gives his caddy before he hits a shot, it's all babble. That 28 degrees, blah, blah, the wind's blowing. He thinks he's a genius. Why is he playing so bad?
I don't know.
He had an injury, I know,
Yeah.
but why is he playing so bad? He looked like he was going to revolutionize golf when he took the rough out of the U.S. Open, right?
Right.
He just hit it so far that they couldn't grow rough. And now, since then, he ain't been worth a damn. He's had a terrible year this year.
And Trey Mullinix won. He won the coveted Barbasol. Yeah.
And they managed to play that in 4 days of driving thunderstorms. down there.
The first place was $666,000.
Were you as shocked as I, as humid as it was, over the weekend that we didn't get a damn good thunderstorm?
we don't get 'em here.
I really thought one of them was going to roll in, man. It looked like they got it up north.
Up north in
But,
central Minnesota. Mm-hmm. Yeah, we didn't get anything.
We didn't, but I was promising one when I got up yesterday morning. It was.
We had 30 seconds of hard rain at noon Sunday. Mm-hmm. 30 seconds. That was it.
Because generally speaking, the best time for really bad thunderstorms were on about 5 p.m. Sunday when good golf tournaments are being played. Mm-hmm. And either on Channel 11 or Channel 4. And they
can't wait to go away
They
to
go
the
to the
weather.
weather service and don't show us the golf.
Right.
Now there's other channels we can watch weather on if we want to.
Right.
We want to watch golf.
Right.
You jackasses. So, anyhow.
Now, the Metro doesn't get anything. We don't get thunder. We don't get lightning. We get nothing.
I heard a couple of booming thunders last night, but nothing happened.
The Twins had Thursday off and they got today off. I
Yeah.
disapprove.
Why?
Let's play.
Get the boys rested up. Come on, that was.
Will this count as a Buxton off day?
I think he'll be playing Tuesday against Milwaukee. Now, will he come back for an afternoon game on Wednesday?
Yeah.
Hot ticket Wednesday afternoon, by the way. I had to buy some tickets. And
Really?
They're going to have over.
Well, the
30.
Brewers travel well.
They're going to have over 30 kids.
Sure,
all that
sure.
kind of stuff. So
We went to the Milwaukee Birds game down in St. Louis Memorial Day weekend, and Brew Crew had quite a bit of fan base
they?
there. Oh, yeah.
I see the Cardinal fans are not happy, are they? They just think they're kind of mediocre.
The gentleman I spoke to thought that they should be playing a lot better. When, the roster they have, the lineup they've got is pretty damn good.
Yep, they're just. I saw one of their bloggers. I was looking something up today that he wants a new administration. He wants a new baseball front office. That'll answer. That'll do it. Yep.
They've only won, 3 World Series in the last 15, 20 years, whatever it's been?
Plus, they're not. I don't think they've been under 500 since in that whole time. I think they've had all winning years. So.
Oh, that's what I was going to ask you. So Manfred names Pujols and Cabrera to the All-Star team.
Yes.
What was that? Is that new this year?
Yes.
Okay.
He gets to name somebody. Now, they've named sort of honorary guys in the past.
They have,
added,
okay.
But not officially.
Because I couldn't remember when it was here if they did that for
Miguel
somebody.
could have made it on merit as the Tigers player. I mean, he's hitting 290 or something. I mean, he's dinging at the right field.
Is it like the Oscars? Do they get the big gift bag at the All-Star
God,
game?
Yeah, they do. They
Do
get
they?
a lot of gifts. Yeah, they do. Yeah, I'm sure there's very, very nice prizes in there and stuff like that, the gift bag. So
Dodger Stadium, right? Is that where we're having the All-Star game this year?
Yeah, boy, that unbelievable. Have you been looking at their attendance?
No.
Dodgers, 50 every night.
Really?
50 every night.
Yeah.
They did some work on it. I haven't been out there. I think they put a couple $100 million in it about 3-4 years ago.
Texas isn't drawing that great in that air-conditioned stadium. It had 20
30?
yesterday.
20, really?
I thought it was 20.
Yeah,
I can look it up.
Yeah, you can look it up.
You know what? It's almost time to start worrying about the Cowboys.
That's
you
true.
You gotta have your priorities, man.
And they built that park about a half a block from Cowboy Stadium,
As
too.
Galloway said, when in doubt as a radio host, talk Cowboys.
Is Galloway also the one that said, well, you can still drink beer?
Yeah, right.
Yeah,
Beer. He had a nice 12-pack of. He had 12 long necks on the on ice in the back for our ride to College Station. I said, I quit drinking. Yeah, I said, but this is beer. What do you care?
Still drink beer.
Just drinking beer. You're not taking Coke or drinking gin. What the hell? Let's go here.
That's when
Man,
you could still drink in the car. Mm-hmm. You can't now.
he was so big on the radio there for a while, Joe, that the station lost the Rangers to keep him.
Really?
Yeah, they to pay him, they didn't stop paying the Rangers. So
Wow.
unbelievable.
They had 24,750 yesterday at Globe Life Field.
105 outside.
Yep.
You could have gone there just to stay cool.
Mm-hmm.
Is that roof retractable in Texas?
I believe so.
I can't believe that thing seems. They just had another one that was brand new.
Well, Joe, I told this because Pat talked to me when I was out west. We went to the Mariners game a week ago yesterday.
Roof open?
No, it was closed. It was raining that day.
Oh.
That park is already 23 years old.
Isn't that something?
T-Mobile Park, which used to be Safeco Field. But
Well,
it's
Target Field's 12 years.
yeah.
I was there. Safeco that first year. I loved Safeco. I thought it was great because
All the concourses are nice and
push
open.
It kind of hangs out up there, but they could push it out. It doesn't quite give you the same effect that Milwaukee did.
How close to central downtown is it?
It's right
down
there.
next to the football stadium.
Oh,
You
it's
go
right
down
there.
the hill.
Yep. It's right there. There and the stadiums are right next to each other because we parked in between the two stadiums.
So what's your complaint about modern Seattle?
A lot of homeless. We had a lot of homeless and a lot of drug use on the streets. We did notice that. That's okay.
I never heard anybody.
Well,
I did think of both of you though about the fourth inning. The family sitting in front of us. We had decent seats. We were in the right field, stands, about 4 rows up from the wall. And the family in front of us came with a nice fresh order of garlic fries.
oh no,
Okay.
I thought of Joe and Pat.
I can't stand
Yeah,
it.
but the heat isn't beating on them like it could.
You get them in San Francisco, you got to leave.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah, I took the bribe before we went to Pebble Beach
Yep.
for the
Open.
2000 Open, right?
That's where you asked the
2000.
guy if he lived around there.
Yeah, that's right. But the sun was hitting us hard.
Oh,
we were
terrible.
behind the dugout, like the 8th row, and some guy in front of us He came in with a hat full of those things, and then about the fifth inning, he put them under his seat and left.
Yep.
And
It's just horrible.
the whole smell of the thing, Just, what's wrong with a good French fry? You don't need garlic. What the hell?
You know what I
don't
did
need
have
garlic
was the
anymore.
Seattle dog, where you get the
how does
dog,
that,
the
different?
charred dog, which is about
charred
a foot
is good.
long,
Charred is good.
grilled onions,
Yeah.
and cream cheese.
What did they charge for that?
Well, I got it outside of the stadium, and that was $6 because I
That's
got
not
one, and the
bad.
little guy got just a plain charred dog.
yeah, that's not bad.
No, it wasn't bad at all.
When I cook my brats
Here we go.
on the grill
Yep.
and my dogs, no mercy.
Right.
I
They're cooked.
them,
No mercy.
Them SOBs are screaming for
Right,
mercy,
right.
man. And turn
That's
them
the way
over,
I like 'em.
Turn them over one more time.
That's right.
Make that skin go sizzle. I burn the living crap out of them.
That's the way to do it. Mm-hmm. What kind of crowd was there in Seattle for that game?
I would think it was around 20. They won 8 in a row or
They're
something like
playing
that.
better.
Yeah, because
Finally, they
How
thought,
about Baltimore playing better?
great?
Holy mackerel,
They're
they
gonna
won
be
8 in a
over-
row.
That division's going to have 5 over 500 teams.
and they're all going to make the playoffs.
You know who's going in the outhouse? Toronto.
Yeah, you're right.
Wonder what that's about.
Well, Barrios hasn't been very good for them this
Yeah,
year.
he pitched really good his last time out, but
Did
he's
he?
had some
Okay.
clunkers. Yeah, I still take him over Smeltsy.
You know
Where's
what?
Eddie Rosario?
Atlanta.
They just put him back on the active list. He was
So that
out.
Rosario I saw
out for a
playing for
couple.
Cleveland. That wasn't Eddie.
No, that's
a
Amo.
That's a different one.
He's a good player.
Yeah.
Although the Indians did, the Guardians or whatever they're called now, they had him last year.
when they had him.
That's what I thought.
Then last year on the trading deadline, the guy got 4 outfielders: Rosario, Duvall, the guy that's with the Giants,
Soler.
is starting in the All-Star game.
Oh, Jock Peterson.
Jock Peterson, and then Soler.
Soler.
He got 4. He got 4 outfielders because they had all these guys hurt, and they won the World Series.
And that was the only time my son is asked to replay something in baseball when Soler hit that one out of the stadium in Houston. Remember that home run he hit in the World Series?
Is he? He's in Miami.
He's
I think,
signed
or
with the
something.
Marlins,
He's kinda
yeah.
lost in Miami.
Yeah.
So anyway,
Which is proven to not be a good baseball town,
nope. And
which is amazing.
well, here's one of their problems. They build it down there and where they are, way down at the bottom of the Miami, and there's no traffic like Miami traffic.
Yeah, 'cause
It
you're
is
bottled in.
ungodly.
Yeah.
It is. If you're trying to drive from Fort Lauderdale to that game, you got to leave now to get to a night game. It's brutal. Plus, you know what? I bet what is really something. Before the we have all these speeding, street racer, cutting between you.
Yep.
Miami had that before it was fashionable.
Yes, they did.
You had the Camaros with the young, I'll say it, Hispanic lads,
Right.
and then you got people like the grandma driving 45, and these guys will come up behind them going 110 and go like this and this and this and this. And
Including, we had video documentation of this with our guy Puig, Yasiel Puig. Remember when he got stopped and he just kept saying, "Oh, Puig."
yeah, right. Oh, Puig is out of ball.
Yeah.
Boy, that was a short-lived, phenomenal career, wasn't
Right.
it?
I don't even think he played last year, did he, with
I don't.
anybody?
It's amazing. He was going to be a phenom, man.
When did the mighty Vikings report to camp? It's getting to be that time of year.
Yeah, I know I knew you were going to say that. Next week, Buffalo report. Buffalo must be playing in the Canton game.
I
right?
think they
'Cause
are.
They had report next week, I think.
That's a sign that summer's over.
Yep. Worst sign in all of sports.
I hate it.
Puig hasn't played since 2019 with
Is
the
that
Tribe.
right? I wonder where he is. It can't be anywhere good.
No.
I looked at the Mexican League rosters. I couldn't find him, so he's not there. That's a good place to look for. I love looking at those rosters every couple of months just to see what poor SOB got stuck down there playing in Monterey or some damn thing.
The Vikings have don't they have the volunteer thing first?
No,
We already did
done
that.
We did that?
We took our month off. No,
Oh.
we're Boy, this new guy, Mensa, isn't it Mensa?
Kwesi Adolfo-Mensah.
Adolfo Mensa. He ain't going to say nothing. Mm-hmm. And then you get he's got a higher level of double talk than Spielman did.
Ooh, that's saying something.
No, but Spielman had double talk, but not with the vocabulary, not with the great use of.
This guy's got better wordage.
Exotic words. Intentional decisions is my favorite. We're going to make intentional decisions.
What other kind are there?
That's exactly what I asked. What other kind are there? And then the coach, I liked him at the first press conference. I thought, he answered, but he's not going to tell you anything either. He comes from the school of the Rams where they don't tell you nothing. They don't,
And then, of course, he cut his teeth playing for Belichick.
Oh, that's true.
And Belichick doesn't say anything.
Sitting on the bench for Belichick, not playing.
That's true.
But, he seems like a nice enough guy, but it's boy, it's going to be. We're going to miss Zim, man. We're going to miss Zim when he's got the red. Zim when he gets the red ass was pretty damn good. Hard to read. The last of the old time coaches that would,
Not as good as Burnsy.
No. Burnsy was nobody will ever top Burnsy. Judd and I were talking earlier today about Billy, how Billy Martin, Rocco versus Billy. Billy is one of the most miserable human beings in the history of man, but it would have been kind of fun to cover him because that, every day there would be something to.
What went into the decision today to let Daniel Carlson go?
Did you see the game?
That's still my favorite Zim quote of the entire. Did you see the
Get
game?
red everywhere.
Oh, yeah.
Face, forehead,
Zim? Yeah.
butt,
everything.
Well, he damn near lost an eye, on the sidelines.
He had to go to the
Ophthalmologist.
Ophthalmologist. You better play that.
I got to look for the ophthalmologist quote.
You better play that. A missed opportunity to play this. We can't have that.
Amazed at the number of amateur ophthalmologists in the Twin Cities.
That was pretty damn good. Oh. Why didn't I say eye doctors?
Yeah.
That's what we said in Fulda. You think in Fulda growing up I ever said ophthalmologist?
No, you said the eye doctor.
I got to go to the damn eye doctor.
Did they even have one in Fulda?
No. I got hit in the head I got hit in the eye with a baseball. I got to go see the eye doctor. Yeah. I didn't have to see the ophthalmologist, for God's sakes. I choked, basically. I choked.
Did you get a half smile out of Zim when he was watching you struggle?
He was happier to clam.
I bet he was.
Some smart-ass sport writer couldn't say anything. So,
Pat, do you know we have passed on June 28th the 25th anniversary of the Legend up at Giants Ridge? The 25th anniversary already.
Wow.
Giants Ridge, home to the Quarry and the Legend, two of the greatest golf courses in the country, not to mention Minnesota. And now through August 29, play the Legend and the Quarry, 36 holes of Minnesota's best golf, on the same day for one incredible rate with lunch between rounds at the Wakuta Grill on them. And you'll get a lake view that's one of the finest and most peaceful overlooks in all of northern Minnesota. View those 3D course flyovers of the Legend and the Quarry at giantsridge.com. And if you're thinking of it as a family vacation destination, consider the nearby water recreation, biking, hiking, the newest and largest lift-served mountain bike park in the Midwest, plus dining, lodging, and more. You can make a tee time at Giants Ridge by calling them at 218-865-8030 or book tee times online at giantsridge.com.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
That's hell of a golf course. It really is. Back when I played, the Quarry is tough. The other one's all you need, and then the Quarry is good.
I saw some people who saw us the other night, and they wondered who won, and I said, Pat no longer plays. He quit the game.
Yes. Oh, yeah,
he quit the game. You might
place.
take it up again, though. Who knows?
Who knows? Maybe I'll
on the right occasion.
Maybe I'll get myself in shape. Who knows? I have no idea why.
You never know
what the motivation would be.
I was trying to look up to see where speaking of the NHL draft, where Dryden McKay got picked. Do we know? I didn't see.
I don't know if he did.
Okay.
You know, that alternate upgraded the Game of Flaws I was telling you about.
Yeah.
Boy, that was roaring today.
Was it?
The anticipation.
Ooh.
The anticipation of flaws was really high this morning.
Those are pre-flaws.
Yeah, read the pre.
That doesn't count.
No, it's
You can't pre-flaw somebody.
Even though it's can be rather perceptive, that you still got to wait for it to happen.
So is this somewhat similar to if a meteorologist comes on and says, "Hey, the storm is brewing here, so you might want to take shelter.
Pay attention.
Yeah, but
Be sky aware."
You can't just start reaming a guy out for something he might do.
Oh, that's a pre-flaw, and that doesn't count.
That does not count. That does not count. But I don't know. It's a lot of tension. A lot of tension.
Well, that'll happen.
Yeah, it's true.
All right.
Let's call this a day.
I think
this has been I'd say
stellar effort.
5. To a scale of 5, I'll give it a 2.5.
There
right?
we go. Okay, good.
Yeah.
I don't think I can put it at a 3. 2.5.
I'll go 3.
3? Okay. What the hell? All right.
We'll see you later.
You have heard me discuss my relationship with Josh Arnold for some time. The reason I advocate that you give Josh a call is simple. Trust and results. Josh has seen it all when it comes to economic and market conditions. As has been said, through all of our relationship, past results do not guarantee future returns. And while that is true, Josh can make sure that your retirement objectives match your investments. You can understand that Josh will make sure you are not paying more in fees than you are seeing in returns. Yes, that is more common than you would like to think. Do yourself a favor and have a booking with Josh for the 48-minute free evaluation. This is a no-obligation meeting. Call Josh at 952-925-5608. You will be glad that you did.
Investment services offered by Josh Arnold Investment Consultant, LLC, a security investment advisor. Past performance is no guarantee of future results. All investments involve risk. All comments and opinions are Josh Arnold's and do not constitute investment advice.
Patrick Royce is a paid endorser.
Patrick Racey for the Canopy Group. As you set out to explore Minnesota this summer, think about this. I didn't even know this. There are 234 cities in Minnesota with a population over 2,500, and the Canopy Group has clients in all but 7 of those. Why is this fact important? Because the Canopy Group's experience in all those Minnesota cities gives them a unique edge in getting you the best home and auto insurance coverage at the best price. Remember, the Canopy Group offers 16 insurance companies for a reason. That's to match your specific situation for your area with the absolute best insurance company for you. This is done every year because your specific situation may change. This experience working throughout Minnesota provides thousands of Canopy Group clients the peace of mind that knowing that Canopy Group is working for them. Please visit thecanopygroup.com today.